There is a video circulating right now that Nigeria cannot stop watching, and every single person who watches it ends up doing the same thing. They go quiet. Some people cry. Some people just stare at the screen. Because in this video, Alex Ekubo is alive. He is laughing. He is full of energy. He is apologizing playfully to his cast and crew for arriving 30 minutes late on set. He is the Alex Ekubo that Nigeria remembers. Charming, warm, impossible not to smile at. And nobody on that set, not the director, not the producer, not Ogbonna who starred alongside him, not a single person in that room knew that they were watching the last professional performance of a man who would be dead 3 months later. Today on Gist Mama NG, we are telling you the complete story of Adanne, Alex Ekubo's last movie, his final set, the film that was supposed to be his comeback and became his curtain call instead. Stay till the end. Subscribe to Gist Mama NG. Let us go back to January 2024 because that is where this story begins. At that point, Alex Ekubo had been away from the public eye for months. His last major public appearance had been fading into quieter and quieter engagements. Nigeria was already beginning to ask questions. Where is Alex Ekubo? Why is he not posting? Why is he not appearing at events? Something feels different. But behind the scenes, away from the speculation and the rumors, something significant was happening. Alex Ekubo had accepted a role in a new film, a drama directed and produced by Dabi Chimere, a filmmaker who had built a reputation for stories that touched the uncomfortable places of Nigerian family life. The film was called Adanne, and it brought together one of the most impressive casts assembled for a Nollywood production in recent years. The cast included Lilian Afegbai in the lead role of Adanne, Shaffy Bello as Lady Gertrude, Ogbonna, Alex Ekubo's own best friend as Skido, Tacha Akinde, Natasha Akide as Etinosa, and Alex Ekubo himself as Mr. Folari. A powerful cast, a powerful story, and a set that would become one of the most talked about locations in Nigerian entertainment history, not because of what was produced there, but because of what we now know was happening to the man who showed up there in January 2024. Now let's just mama tell you what Adanne is actually about, because the story of the film itself carries an irony that will hit you differently after everything you know about Alex Ekubo's real life. Adanne tells the story of two sisters, Adanne and Ijeoma. After Adanne makes a huge sacrifice for her sister's success and progress, Ijeoma abandons her the moment she marries a wealthy man. Adanne is left alone. She is left to figure life by herself after giving everything for someone who was supposed to love her. The film is described as a gripping tale of unconditional love, devastating betrayal, and loyalty. It asks one central question: can a sister's bond survive the test of time? Now think about the man who agreed to play Mr. Folari in that story. A man who had made enormous personal sacrifices in his own life. A man who had experienced a very public betrayal in the form of an engagement that was called off on social media. A man who understood deeply and personally what it meant to give yourself completely to something and have it taken from you. Alex Ekubo did not just act in Adanne in a way that nobody on that set could have fully understood. He lived it. He filmed his scenes for Adanne in January 2024, and here is the detail that Nigeria needs to sit with. He was already battling cancer at that point. The diagnosis had come. The body was already fighting something that would eventually take his life. And yet, he showed up. He drove to that set. He walked through those doors. He looked at Dabi Chimere and Ogbonna and Shaffy Bello and Lilian Afegbai, and he gave them everything he had. He arrived 30 minutes late, and when he walked in, he did not make excuses. He did not blame traffic. He did not let the mood drop. He apologized playfully to the entire cast and crew with the warmth and the humor and the self-deprecating charm that everyone who ever met Alex Ekubo always described as his most magnetic quality. He made them laugh. He put them at ease. He turned his own lateness into a moment of connection, and then he went to work.
Guys, yes. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon. Can you wear black? And you're late.
Oh, about me?
They're mad at you.
Really, guys?
Yes.
I'm gonna drink now. I'm gonna go buy food, buy drinks, come now. I don't come now. You're the PM.
Yeah,
I'm back. No, man. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I get so upset.
No, we
can't.
Give us ATM.
I'm 30 minutes late. ATM. So, guys, good afternoon, guys. Let's see, good afternoon, guys. Lawrence, my director. How far are you ready?
We're ready.
Let's walk out. Biggest movie of.
Those who shared the set with him that January recalled something that has stayed with them. They said he radiated happiness, that he spread laughter and positivity across every corner of that set, that being around him felt like being around someone who genuinely appreciated where he was and who he was with. Now, this mama wants you to think about what that means. A man carrying a cancer diagnosis. A man who had already been told by doctors what was happening inside his body. A man who knew, on some level, that his time in front of a camera might be running short. And he chose to spend that time radiating happiness, spreading positivity, making the people around him feel good, not telling them what he was carrying, not using his illness as a reason to give less than everything, just showing up, working, being Alex Ekubo. The movie Adanne was released in Nigerian cinemas on February 6, 2026. It had a 2-hour and 17-minute runtime. It carried the full cast of extraordinary talent that Dabi Chimere had assembled. And in those 137 minutes, somewhere in the story of two sisters and unconditional love and devastating betrayal, there is Alex Ekubo, playing Mr. Folari, giving his last performance, delivering his last lines in front of a professional camera, doing the thing he had spent over 20 years doing, making Nollywood better by simply being in it. 3 months after Adanne was released in cinemas on May 11th, 2026, Alex Ekubo died at Evercare Hospital in Lagos. Kidney cancer, life support, and then silence. The people who went to watch Adanne in February 2026 did not know they were watching his final film. The people who bought tickets did not know they were seeing Mr. Folarin for the last time. And now, that video of him on that January 2024 set in Lagos, laughing, apologizing for being late, full of life, is circulating across every corner of Nigerian social media. And people are watching it the way you watch something you cannot believe you almost missed. The way you watch something that looks different now than it did before. One fan wrote, "First actor I am actually crying real tears for. So full of life." Another wrote, "This is why you should live your life unapologetically. Right now we are all shocked, but tonight people will still eat, the country will keep moving, and the earth will never stop spinning." The moment I truly realized this last year, my entire perspective on life changed. The earth will never stop spinning, but Nollywood will never have another Alex Ekubo. And the video from that January 2024 set in Lagos, where he showed up 30 minutes late and made everybody laugh about it, is the last professional record of him doing what he loved most. Now, Mama also wants to address something that makes this story even more layered. Ogbonna, Alex Ekubo's best friend, was on that Adanne set with him. The same Ogbonna who would later share a video of them together at Alex's sister's traditional wedding in Arochukwu in December 2025 and tell Nigeria, Alex is fine, he's just taking a break. The same Ogbonna who attended Alex's final moments. The same Ogbonna who has been described as unable to look away from his photos since the news of his death broke. These two men stood on the same set in January 2024. They acted together. They shared scenes. Ogbonna played Skido, Alex Ekubo played Mr. Folari. And now, one of them is gone, and the other is left with a video from that January set that he probably cannot watch without breaking down. That is what Adanne is now. It is not just a movie. It is a memorial. It is the last professional gift Alex Ekubo gave to Nigeria before his body gave out. And Mama believes that every Nigerian who loved this man owes it to him to go and watch it. Now, let Mama say something directly about what this movie and this set video are teaching Nigeria about how we see our entertainers. We watched Alex Ekubo disappear from social media and turned his silence into trending content. We spread rumors about his health and his sexuality and his personal life. We made his most painful moments into entertainment and the whole time he was showing up on a movie set in Lagos, arriving 30 minutes late, apologizing with a smile, radiating happiness, and fighting cancer in private with a dignity that most people cannot manage even when they are perfectly healthy. He gave Nollywood Adanne in January 2024. Nigeria got to watch it in February 2026, and in May 2026, he was gone. The distance between that set and that hospital is 2 years. 2 years of cancer, 2 years of silence, 2 years of protecting everyone around him from the weight he was carrying. And in those 2 years, he still showed up for his last movie, he still gave his last performance, he still made the people on that set laugh. That is not just professionalism, that is character. Before we close, Gist Mama wants to hear from you on 3 things. Number 1, the video of Alex Ekubo arriving 30 minutes late to the Adanne set and apologizing playfully to the cast and crew is his last known professional footage. Knowing that he was already battling cancer when that video was filmed, what goes through your mind when you watch it? Number 2, Adanne was released in Nigerian cinemas on February 6, 2026, 3 months before Alex Ekubo died. Many Nigerians watched it without knowing it was his last film. Have you seen Adanne? And now that you know what it represents, will you watch it as a tribute to his final performance? Number 3, Ogbonna, Alex Ekubo's best friend, was on that Adanne set with him in January 2024. He is now one of the people most devastated by his death. What do you think it feels like to have stood on a movie set with your best friend who was secretly dying and not known until it was too late? Drop everything in the comments. Every memory, every tribute, every word. Gist Mama is reading every single one today. January 2024, Lagos. On a movie set, a director named Dabi Chimere, a cast that included Shaffy Bello, Ogbonna, Lilian Afegbai, and Tacha, and one man, 30 minutes late, walking through the door with a smile and an apology and enough warmth to light up an entire room that had been waiting for him. He was already sick. Nobody knew. He filmed his scenes anyway. He laughed anyway. He made everybody feel good anyway. He gave Mr. Folari everything he had left. February 6, 2026, Adanne hit Nigerian cinemas. His last performance, his final curtain call, his last gift to a country that did not know it was receiving a goodbye. May 11th, 2026, Alex Ekubo died. Go and watch Adanne, not for the entertainment, not for the reviews, but because somewhere in those 137 minutes, a man who knew his time was running short chose to spend some of it giving you the best performance he could, and that deserves to be seen. Subscribe to Gist Mama NG, share this video, hit the notification bell, and come back because this story is not finished yet. See you in the next one.